Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of BB News and another outgoing or potential outgoing that I'm going to be talking about today. And this time it's going to be the much aligned Kai Havertz and a potential move to Real Madrid. So guys, the big news which is making the headlines at the moment is Kai Havertz and a potential move to Real Madrid. A lot of Spanish publications and a few from England are putting it out there that Real Madrid are very interested in signing Kai Havertz. There's talk about Karim Benzema leaving Real Madrid, and Real Madrid they see him as a versatile player, somebody who, when they bring in another player, they're looking at bringing in a Mbappe or Haaland within the next couple of years, and they say that if they bring in someone like Havertz, then because of his versatility, he can play in various positions. But for now, he can be seen as a false nine. But the thing is, for me, is he really a false nine? If he goes to Real Madrid, he's going to cook there. He's going to be really good because they are going to know how to use him. And that's the problem with Chelsea at the moment. We don't know how to use the players that we've bought. When he came in from Leverkusen, I was watching him with a keen eye because obviously we were linked with him for a while, and Leverkusen had that good run in the Europa League. So I was keeping a keen eye on this player to see what sort of player we were getting. And what I saw of him, he was playing more of a wide right or inverted right position, and he likes to drift. He was never like a nine. Who was it up front for them? I can't remember who was a striker, the main striker for Leverkusen in that tournament in the Europa League. His name escapes me now. But Havertz was playing off this guy on the right, and he was drifting. He likes to drift. And when he came to Chelsea, I was more likening him to a Frank Lampard. That's why when he was coming in to work with Frank Lampard, I thought this is the right guy to work with him, because he was a sort of a number 8 who can play. He's very good at ghosting in. He was a goal-scoring midfielder, but he's only played in his preferred position. I think once when Frank Lampard was in here, when we were playing 2-8s for a while, that season, that's the only time that he was playing in his preferred position. When Tuchel's misprofiled him. He thought he can play as a false nine. He's put him in as a false nine, and the rest is history. It's ruined him playing as this false nine, because he just doesn't have the attributes, I don't think, to play in that false nine role. Okay, he scored a Champions League winner playing in that role, but still, I'm not judging him on just one good performance. Throughout the whole of his time at Chelsea, he hasn't been good enough. And I always say, and if you've watched my videos, I'm really critical of Havertz at times, but unfairly so. But I've always, actually, to be fair to myself, I've always said that I don't blame him though, because he's playing in a position that he's not comfortable in. And so sometimes we take our frustrations out, but he's not a striker, guys. So all the things that I'm looking for from a striker, it's the strikers is instinctive. You've got that sort of inane ability to know when to go into the box, what positions to take. Havertz has never been a guy who's on the end of crosses, hardly ever on the end of crosses. He's a guy who likes to drift in. A lot of his goals, if you look at his goals, especially the goal like the brilliant goal against Newcastle he scored, or was it Leicester? He scored a nice dink over the top. So those ones where he's running onto it or coming off the shoulder of a defender, yeah. But when the ball is whipped across zipped across the goal line, and you need somebody just on the end of it just to do the dirty work, to the right movement, when to peel off onto the back post or come into the front, or the movement of an attacker, he just hasn't got that. So he's always like a fraction too late. He scores a few headers and things from crosses, but a lot of crosses he doesn't take advantage of. And again, as I said, I'm not blaming him because he hasn't got the natural instincts of a striker. The fact that Real Madrid, apparently, one report I saw today is that they're prepared to pay 75 million euros for him, and the fact that they're willing to pay that much for him, they rate him highly. There was a talent there. Like, we bought him. When we bought him, everyone was talking about him as the next generational talent. The whole of the German media and other people were waxing lyrical over this guy. That's why I was so excited to have him in the team. But again, like with a lot of players in our team, we just didn't know how to play this guy, and so we're left with somebody who's really not performed to the best of his ability. As I said, he'll go over to Madrid and you'll see his potential being fulfilled. Okay, some of it may be the fact that the Premier League as well is a faster paced football, and he may be better in a La Liga where it's not as physical as the Premier League. We saw with Ozil how he kind of was drifting in and out of games and struggling with when he played for Arsenal. He was much better and more productive with Real Madrid than he was with Arsenal, and that's what we probably will see if Havertz does make the move to Real Madrid. Because I've always compared his style, his sort of languid style, to the style of Ozil. He's more of a graceful player. He's not one of your swashbuckling Conor Gallagher types where he's going to be running around. No, I'm not saying like a headless chicken, but just running around, diving in, throwing in tackles here, there, and everywhere. He did work hard off the ball as well. So a lot of his off the ball work is sort of underappreciated by some of our fan base. But he's presses well and everything else. He did put himself about a bit, but sometimes he wants a little bit more time that you don't get in the Premier League. So for me, it'll be good to see what he does under a new manager, Poch, but 75 million is very good money, very good money. So can we turn down a bid of that size? The same report said Chelsea want 100 million. There's no way we're getting 100 million euros for him. So we've got to be reasonable. If Real Madrid are prepared to pay 75 and we're asking for 100, maybe we can squeeze another 5, 10 out of them, get it up to 80, 85, you never know. And that would be a fantastic deal for Chelsea if we can pull that one off. So that's it, guys. What do you think of the Havertz situation at the moment? Are you in that camp where you feel that he's just not good enough, not made for the Premier League? His attributes are more suited for a different league? Or do you think that we've wasted his talents and given another manager in the same league can probably get more out of him than what we have done at Chelsea? So it'll be interesting to know what you guys think. So stick your comments in the comment section below, and I will see you guys on the next video. So take care for now. Goodbye.